Hello everyone, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. It has been a long time since I have talked to you guys. I just got back from my honeymoon a few days ago and I'm getting settled in at the apartment in Charlotte now, and I'm a married woman. It is so crazy, but I am getting settled in to the wife life. Literally I don't have a job yet, so I'm just kind of chilling right now, but at least toys are out in the background. But yeah, I'm still gonna be making videos for you guys as often as I possibly can. My channel's still my priority right now, obviously, and I'm just gonna see how things work out with the job, and I'll keep you guys updated with that. But this video is all about my wedding. So obviously I got married on July 11th, and I am so thankful for how the day turned out. It was absolutely beautiful, the day of my dreams. I truly could not have asked for a better wedding day. I literally basically didn't have to change any plans because of COVID. I know a lot of brides really struggled with having to change their wedding date or their venue or literally anything and everything, like their guest list even. And I'm just so thankful that we didn't really end up having to change anything about our wedding day. It was definitely stressful towards the end, trying to like figure out if we were even going to be able to have the wedding, especially because like numbers started spiking again, and we did get a lot of last minute texts from people saying, hey, I'm so sorry, like I can't come to the wedding anymore, which was fine. It sucked that we didn't have those people there, but like we still got married, you know. So but I really did just have the greatest day. On Friday morning we had a bridal luncheon for my bridesmaids. Traditionally brides are supposed to have a bridal luncheon to thank their bridesmaids, so that's what we did. And my aunts thankfully like organized that and paid for it and everything, which was so kind of them. And that was just so nice to have all my girls like in town, like ready to celebrate the weekend. And we just kind of talked and got excited for the wedding, shared stories and just caught up. So that was really good. And then after that we went to the venue, and thankfully the venue coordinator was so nice and let us go in on that Friday to start setting things up and decorating. So I really took that opportunity and kind of had my whole little team with me, and we set things up, got tables ready, basically decorated the entire reception area. The like ceremony space was outside, so we didn't want to decorate that till the next day, but we basically got everything done in the reception area, which was awesome. And the cool thing was, like, I literally just had so many people on my side with the wedding. Like whatever I wanted they would do. They knew that I had put a lot of effort into planning it, and they just wanted to execute it for me. So that was super nice, and I'm just so grateful for every single person that played a part in that, because there's no way I would have been able to do that by myself. But yeah, so then that was Friday afternoon, and then Friday night we had the rehearsal, and that was great. Everything went smoothly. Everyone was like ready to go. And then after that we left the venue, went to my church and had our rehearsal dinner. And the rehearsal dinner literally, oh my heart, like it was just so awesome to, one, have all of our friends and all of our family in one place. Like that's one of the coolest things about a wedding, is like it's the one time in your life that you have every person that is so special to you and your husband, or I guess your future husband at that point, just all those sweet special people to you in the same place at one time. And that like never ever happens in any other situation other than a wedding. So Zach and I really tried to take advantage of that, and we asked our like groomsmen, bridesmaids to give speeches at the rehearsal dinner. I personally didn't want to do speeches at the wedding. I think that speeches at a wedding is just kind of like no one really cares. The people that actually care about the speeches are typically the bride, groom, and their families, and those are the people that were at the rehearsal dinner. So I figured what better time to do that, and that way too we didn't feel that like, oh my gosh, like you only have like 2 minutes to give a speech, like hurry up. they could speak however long they wanted and really say what they wanted to say. So every single one of our groomsmen and bridesmaids gave a speech, and it touched me and Zach's hearts so much. We like appreciated every single thing that they said. It's not likely that people are just gonna randomly tell you how much you mean to them or how much you've done for them or how special you are to them. So to actually have the opportunity to hear how much Zach and I have impacted these people in our lives just literally touched our hearts so much. Like, it just meant so much to hear those words from those people, and so we really enjoyed that part of it, and just like getting to hear what everyone had to say. And I think every single person in the room got emotional every time someone got up there and said something. Like, literally everyone, it was just such an emotional time, and I was so thankful for that. That's one of my biggest things, or like one of my prayers for my wedding, is that it would just be so special and intimate the entire time. And like, truly the rehearsal dinner was just that, and it was just so good. So then after we went to this place, it's like an Irish pub in like downtown where I'm from. So we went there and got drinks afterwards, and that was really fun, just to kind of spend some extra time with our friends. Like I said, it's one time in your life that you have all the people around you that mean so much to you. So Zach and I really wanted to soak in as much time with them as possible. So we went and did that till probably like 11 o'clock at night. I went home, truly did not really sleep any that night, and then I got up the next day and went to the venue and got ready with all my girls, and it was just such a fun day. Truly, I felt so in shock the entire time. Like, I kept telling myself, like, be present, like, be in the moment. This is your wedding day, like, you only get this day once. But like, you can tell yourself that so much and like still not do it. And like, that was me. I could not like ground myself. Like, I was just so out of it all day. I was just like, what is happening? Like, this is my wedding day, and it was just crazy. I don't know how to explain the feeling. Literally, there's no other time in my life I felt like that. It was just like, I would check my phone, and like 5 minutes later, another hour had gone by, and I was like, oh my gosh, this day is flying. And you just want to soak it in, and you want it to last so long so bad, and like, it just doesn't. It literally just flies, and there's nothing you can do about it. The getting ready part was fun, just hanging out with everyone, and all my bridesmaids were so incredible, made me feel so special. They did such a good job of like not freaking out or like stressing out. I had told them in a text before that like, I'm gonna be so emotional and so stressed today, like I need you guys to like just really be chill and just have a fun time and just enjoy yourselves, and like help me get in that mindset as well. So literally, that's what they did. They did such a good job of keeping me like not stressed. They made sure I ate. They made sure I had a mimosa or two. Yeah, it was just such a good like time, and I just have such a good group of girls around me, and it just made me appreciate them so much more. So that part was really fun. And then after that, things started kicking up. Vendors started coming in, delivering flowers. Photographer, videographer got there, and my wedding coordinator, like day of coordinator, got there and helped decorate everything on the outside, like the ceremony space. She made sure that like, she was just basically the point of contact for all the vendors, so I didn't have to really speak with any of them. I did obviously talk to them and like thank them. That was like one of my biggest things. I want to make sure all my vendors felt appreciated. Like, yes, I'm paying you a lot of money to do this for my wedding, but to me, it doesn't matter how much I'm paying you, you still deserve to feel appreciated. So I wanted to make sure I like thanked every single vendor in person on the wedding day. So that's basically the only time I like talked to them though. My coordinator literally handled everything. She was so good. The funny thing is, she is actually one of my old friends from, I guess like freshman year of high school is when we were really close. We were like best friends, and then we kind of drifted apart, and she started this wedding planning business, and I was like, hey, I need a coordinator. So reached out to her, and she did my day of coordinating. She also ran like the rehearsal and everything. She's super awesome. I'll leave her website, her Instagram or whatever down below if you're a bride in South Carolina. I think she probably does weddings everywhere, but if you need a wedding coordinator, she was awesome. And she literally just took care of everything. Like, the day of. I had no worries about how things were gonna go. Like she literally, like I don't know how brides like are a bride on their wedding day and like coordinate their wedding day too. Like there is absolutely no way I could have done that. So it was so nice for her to just like take over everything. So, and she also had her mom with her, so her mom helped a ton as well. And they were just awesome people. Like I don't know, they really just took over everything, and I didn't have to stress at all about how anything went. And thankfully nothing went wrong. I literally was waiting the entire day. I was like, something's gonna go wrong, something's gonna go wrong, like something's gonna go bad, and like nothing ever went bad. And I was like, okay, something's gotta go wrong at some point. Like, but truly everything went so smoothly, and it just made my heart so happy, because I was like, all the planning and effort that I put in really did pay off. And so that was just so awesome. And then we took pictures, got ready, and then it was basically time for the ceremony. I literally had tunnel vision when I walked down the aisle. Like I thought I was gonna like everything was gonna move in slow motion, I guess. I don't know. I thought I was gonna really just be able to like take in all the people that were there and like look at other people. Like no, it was like literally all I saw was Zach. And then I got up there, I saw Zach and the pastor, and then we were married. He pronounced us as husband and wife, walked down the aisle, and that was it. Like I literally was so zoned out or zoned in. Either way, I was not like able to take it all in. I truly don't even know like how the ceremony space looked. There was a few times while we were getting ready that I kind of walked out there and like try to take it in. Like I would literally take like 5-minute breaks, just go outside and like in the peace and quiet, and just like, that was one thing I loved about my venue, is that it was just so peaceful. So that was just awesome to like go out there and like be able to just take a breather. And so that's the only time I really got to see like the ceremony space. So I don't even know what the final product really looked like. I'm really looking forward to getting our wedding pictures back so I can like see everything. But yeah, so then we got married, obviously, went back, took more pictures. And then one thing that Zach and I did that I'll mention later when I answer some questions is that we took, like, we didn't do a sweetheart table. We went to a private room and ate our meal together, and I highly recommend doing that. It got us away from all the craziness. We didn't have to worry about people coming up and like talking to us the whole time. Like we actually got to eat. I still barely ate, but we got to eat in peace and quiet. We just had someone make a plate for us and put it in the room, and then we got to like speak with each other, and it was just such an intimate moment for us. And it's a way for us to just really like take in the day, like, holy crap, we're married, you know? So I highly recommend doing that if you're not married yet and you're planning a wedding, to allot literally 10 minutes just to spend with your husband while everyone else like files in from cocktail hour and like finds their seats and gets their food. Take that time with your husband to just be. And yeah, so then we did that. Then we went outside, we spoke with people, and it was so nice. Oh, I totally forgot, we did our dances and everything. Like right after the cocktail hour before food, we did our first dance, mother-son dance, and then father-daughter dance. And me and my dad did obviously a traditional slow dance, but we also did a really fun dance. And I'll insert that clip now because I know you guys will probably want to see it. Yeah, we're two of a kind, working on for a while. I got the horses in the So yeah, so we did that fun dance, and it was really awesome. Everybody got a kick out of it, and that was something that I've always wanted to do with my dad on my wedding day, and I'm so thankful that I got to do it with him and that he was down to like learn all the moves. But it was really awesome. But yeah, fast forward back to what I was saying. We got to speak with all the guests at the reception, which was so nice to just go around and like see everyone and speak to everyone, because truly on your wedding day it's so hard to like actually talk to everyone, but I really feel like we got to like almost every single person that was there. So that was really good, and I was so thankful for the things that people were saying. I had a lot of people say it was like the best wedding they'd ever been to, and truly that meant the world to me, because I had put so much effort into planning this day, and obviously I was planning it to be great for Zach and I, but also you're basically throwing a party for your guests and you want them to enjoy it too. So it was just so nice to hear such positive feedback about the day from people, because it just obviously just confirms to me that my efforts really did pay off, and so that was really, really awesome to hear. But yeah, so then everyone ate, and then Zach and I stepped away for another like 15-20 minutes to go take some sunset pictures together. I highly recommend doing that as well. Get your photographer to just grab you guys for like 15 minutes tops and go out and take sunset pictures. It's so worth it. And then we got back into the reception space, cut cake, did our little toast thing, and then yeah, it was just like free range from there. We danced the night away. It was so fun dancing with everyone. I literally was telling someone the other day, it's so hard to like take in everything as a bride on your wedding day, and like I wish we could just have our exact wedding like again, and I could be a guest at my own wedding so that I could really like take it all in, I guess. But either way, it was so much fun. We, like I said, danced the night away, had such a fun time dancing with everyone. I really tried to make it a point to like go up to every single person and dance with them. Like literally the girls I used to babysit, they're older now, but I went up to them, danced with them and their mom, and like I was just trying to have a good time with everyone, and everyone was so great. Like we had a few glass bottles drop on the ground, and like all my friends like rushed over and like got it up so quickly. So just like little things like that were just, I don't know, it's just a wedding. You feel so incredibly loved. Like you don't realize how much your family and your friends really love and care about you until you have a wedding. Honestly, it was just so awesome to be surrounded by all those people that day. I'm getting emotional, I don't know why, but it was just so, it was just such a good day, and I literally would not have had it any other way. There's nothing I would have changed about that day, other than the fact that it flew by, like actually flew by. Like I know like everyone's like, oh, like take it in, like take a moment, try and slow down. Like you can't, like it just like flies. So I totally wish that we could have another wedding day just so that I could like try and like take in moments that I wasn't able to take in that day. But yeah, so that's like basically the gist of how my wedding went. It was so incredible. I will obviously be posting a ton of pictures and stuff of it. I only got a few back from the photographer so far, but I will be posting those on my Instagram, so follow me on my Instagram. And then I am gonna be posting my wedding video. I need to check with the videographer, make sure it's okay to post on my YouTube channel, but I'm pretty sure I can. So I'll definitely be posting that on here once I get it back for you guys to watch. So you'll basically see exactly how the day went. I'm so excited to see the video and see all the pictures and stuff. If you're not subscribed already, subscribe, because you don't want to miss when I post that video. But yeah, so I wanted to end off this video by answering some of you guys' questions. I posted on Instagram like that I was going to be filming this video, and if you guys had any questions about the wedding day, to ask them. So I got a few questions, well, kind of a lot of questions, that I'll try and answer. Most memorable moment, most memorable part. Okay, a lot of people are asking what was the most memorable part for me. Gosh, that is so hard, because like I said, all of it was just kind of like boom boom, like I don't know, this is hard to answer. Probably either my first look with my dad, that was really special, and it's just a moment that I'm never gonna forget, just his reaction and everything. And then probably Zach's reaction when I walked down the aisle. I'll never forget his face. And then just like dancing with everyone was like another part that I feel like I'll remember so vividly. But yeah, like there's so many little things that like I remember, like little snippets of the day that like were really ingrained in my memory, but there's also so many things that were just like a blur. Will you be posting a video of your special day? Yes, I said that earlier. I will be posting a video. If I can't post it on my channel, I'll be posting a link to it on my Instagram, so follow me on there and subscribe. How did you stay calm and not try to stress about things for the wedding? Congrats, girl. So last minute, or not last minute, but like towards the end, I started really like stressing. This probably sounds really dramatic, but the last 2 days, or 2 days before the wedding, I threw up. Like, I literally think it wasn't even like stress. Like, I kept telling people like, I'm not anxious at all. Like, I deal with some anxiety, and like I was really nervous that I was gonna be anxious on my wedding day, and I was not anxious because I know that anxious feeling, like I get it in my chest, but like all my like feeling was in my stomach, and so that made me realize like it was nerves, and I was so nervous, and I don't know why I was so nervous, but I think that's literally why I threw up, because I just started thinking and I was like, I'm so nervous for like no reason. Because like I was mad at myself for like throwing up, because I was like, what, you're literally being dramatic, like you don't need to throw up right now. But I like threw up just like subconsciously. It was just like, oh, I'm gonna throw up, like I don't know. So I probably am not the best at telling you how to not stress or be anxious. I think those feelings are just gonna come with the wedding. Like there's really no way to avoid it. There's no way to not stress about your wedding day. So I would just say embrace the feeling. Know that no matter what happens, you're gonna get married. Like literally, I feared the worst things to happen on my wedding day, and like it went so smoothly, like nothing went wrong. So I would just say like try and process your feelings as much as possible, but like just know that at the end of the day you're getting married, regardless of if anything goes wrong, as much as you don't want it to, and 9 times out of 10 nothing's gonna go wrong. So you're really just like overthinking it and worrying about something that may not even happen. So that is my advice to you also, so you're not stressed on the wedding day. Definitely hire a day of coordinator. I'm not talking about like spending thousands on like a wedding planner to like plan your entire wedding, but just someone that can run your wedding day for you and you don't have to worry about any of that. Okay, did you guys do a first look? What was the reason behind that choice? So we did not do a first look. We did a first touch, which basically we just like went on either side of a door, held hands, and Zach and I had kept these journals that we wrote in throughout our engagement to each other to read on the wedding day. So we exchanged those journals while we were getting ready. Obviously we didn't see each other, but like someone took his book to me and mine to him, and we went in a private room and like read those like ourselves that day. And like I highly recommend doing that. Like it was so awesome just to see where his thoughts were and stuff throughout the engagement process, and like I know he feels the same about what I wrote in my journal, and like that's something that we have forever. My mom actually got us those journals because her and my dad did that during their engagement, and when I got engaged she gifted me, or like gave me her journal to read, and it was just so special, like asked her daughter to read that. And so like Zach and I, obviously when we have kids, want to give them our journal, or our journals, so that they can read whenever they get engaged, because it's just like that's so special to me to like see how your parents felt about each other like right before they got married. So we did that, and then we also wrote our letters to each other, or like our vows to each other, in the back of those books. So when we got to the door, we like switched books back and like we read our letters to each other, if that makes sense. So I loved that we did that, because we got to like speak and like hold each other's hand, and it really calmed me a lot just to like touch him and be near him and hear his voice. But we didn't want to do first look. I would have done whatever, but for me personally, I feel that it is kind of the one decision that the guy has on the wedding day to make, whether he wants to see you before the ceremony, if he wants to see you for the first time when you walk down the aisle. Because to me, as a guy, I would think that that's something you probably always think about, or not always think about, but like you wonder like what it's gonna be like when you see your wife walk down the aisle, or your bride walk down the aisle, whatever. and or like the first time you see her, and like some guys probably wouldn't care at all, like other guys like really have an opinion on it. And so I asked Zach, I said, when's the first time you want to see me? Immediately he said, when you walk down the aisle. I said, okay, so you don't want to see me before? He said, no. Done deal. So we basically like, we're not gonna do a first look. That was off the table, which was totally fine with me. I kind of wanted it to be that way anyway, but I wanted to let him make that call. So that is why we didn't do a first look, and I have no regrets about it. I know a lot of people like say they wish they did a first look. Some people say they wish they hadn't done a first look, but I am like, I'm so glad that we didn't do a first look, because his reaction when I walked down the aisle was just so awesome. Not that he wouldn't have had that reaction if he saw me before, but like I just don't think it would have been as emotional and like intense, you know? So I don't know, but I really liked that we didn't do a first look, but totally personal preference, but we did not do one. What was the most memorable part? I answered that. How does it feel, or does it feel different to be married instead of just dating engaged? Yes. So, well, yes, it does feel weird, because we're living together now, and I literally told my mom the other day, I was like, I feel like I'm just like visiting and I'm supposed to come home at some point, but I'm not coming home at some point. So it's very, very weird, in a good way, but it's just kind of like, okay, like we're literally doing life together now, like we're living together, like I have to literally cook dinner for him today, like I don't know, it's just weird. It's definitely an adjustment. It's definitely weird too, like changing my name on things, and like I don't know, it's definitely a whole different feeling. Zach and I were actually talking about that last night or the night before, about like how like this is it, like we're not like ever gonna date anyone else again, we're never gonna like live without each other, like, you know, like we're always gonna live with each other in the same like I don't know, it's just like, it's just crazy. It's a very, very weird feeling, but it's like the best feeling in the entire world. I would not change it for a thing. It's honestly so awesome to just be able to say like I get to do life with my best friend, like literally I get to hang out with Zach for the rest of my life. Like I don't know, that's just so exciting to me, and something that I've always looked forward to. So it's definitely an adjustment. It's definitely weird. It's definitely, I feel like I'm not fully there yet, like I can't even comprehend, because everything's flown by so fast like that. It's like, okay, this is it. But it's definitely a different feeling than being just engaged or dating. Let's see, advice to an upcoming bride. I feel like this whole video is basically like you can take a lot of advice from what I've been saying in this video, but probably my biggest piece of advice is just to not sweat the small stuff, because I know that there's a lot of things that I like worried about or stressed over that like literally did not even matter on the day of, or like I didn't even notice it the day of, which there's another question about that I'll kind of touch more on that in a second. But what did you stress, yeah, what did you stress over that really didn't matter? That's the next question. Literally like the most random things, like what wines, like so the package we went with, we got 2 reds and 2 whites, and I was like super stressed. I was texting all these people, I was like, which wines should I do? I did not drink any wine at the wedding. Like I was so worried about what wines to do, and like didn't even drink any. Same thing with hors d'oeuvres at cocktail hour. Like I was so excited about the ones we picked, but I had stressed over what in the heck we were gonna serve during that hour, and I didn't even get any of it, so that was annoying. I stressed a lot, well I didn't stress a lot over, but I kind of stressed about the seating chart, which everyone followed it perfectly. Like it was super easy, everyone had a seat, everyone was fine. I was like, okay, why did I worry that people weren't gonna sit where they were gonna sit? Like everyone sat where they were gonna sit. I don't know. I'm trying to think what else. I literally just like stressed over stuff that like it wasn't gonna come together like how I had envisioned, and like it literally looked exactly how I envisioned it. So it was just stuff like that where I was like, why was I so worried about that? I don't know. But like that's just stuff that you're gonna stress about because you just don't know. Like it's just the idea of not knowing at that point, but once you get there, like, and it goes exactly how you plan, you're like, oh, well that was stupid to stress over. Something you're glad you did and something you wish you didn't do. So something I'm glad I did was those engagement journals I told you about, a seating chart, because then I knew exactly where everyone was sitting. Everyone had a seat, everyone felt valued, no one was like wandering around looking like for where to sit. Very glad I did a seating chart. Very glad that I did a first look with my dad. Very glad I did a fun dance with my dad. There's a lot of things I'm like happy that I did. What's something that I wish I didn't do? Like space out, I guess, with stuff like the day of, which like I said, I couldn't really help that, but I just wish I had been able to be more present, and like I wish I had not been so out of it and like in shock the whole day. But like as far as like things that I actually planned or physically did, like there's nothing that I really would say that I wish I did. But I did get a little snappy during pictures with family and like the bridal party, like the full bridal party and stuff, because Zach's friends were just being difficult. Some of my family members were being difficult, and I definitely turned on bridezilla mode and like for like 10 minutes during that time. So I kind of wish I hadn't like shown that side of me to those people, but like literally no one was cooperating and no one else was taking initiative, and I was like, I'm not trying to deal with this right now. So I just had to get snappy with people, but it was fine. It worked. How hard was it to teach your dad the dance? Honestly, he picked up on like all the easy moves in the beginning quickly, and then the only part that was hard for him to get was the renegade part, which obviously like that was a hard dance for me to even learn when it first came out. So I can only imagine like a 50-year-old man trying to learn how to do the renegade. It was really difficult for him to pick up on the moves, but he did a pretty good job. I was impressed. Hey guys, it's me a little later obviously, and I just got another question on the Instagram I wanted to answer really quick. They wanted to know where I got my dress and my bridesmaid's dresses from. So I got my dress from New York Bride and Company, I think is what it's called, or New York Bride and Groom, that's what it's called. They have a lot of different locations, a bunch of different places, but my dress brand was Essence of Australia, or like the designer was Essence of Australia. And then I actually let my bridesmaids pick out their dresses by themselves. I wanted to do like a mix match type thing, so they honestly got their dresses from a ton of different places, and I literally just told them to stick with a certain color scheme, send me a picture of the dress before they ordered it, and I literally had no idea what the dresses would look like together to the day of, but they ended up looking super good together. So if you just saw that, by the way, it's lightning outside, but yeah, they ended up looking so good together, and I was really happy with how it all came together. Anyway, but yeah, I just wanted to, that is thunder. Holy crap. Okay, anyway, just wanted to hop on here and answer that question real quick. Back to the video. So let's see. I think that's all the wedding related questions. I had some like random questions that had nothing to do with the wedding, that people asked that I will be more than happy to do videos on, or do another like random Q&A at some point if you guys have questions about more like general things, which I know will probably be coming eventually because I'm living in a whole new place. I'm living with a boy. So, and I'm like gonna continue to vlog and whatever. So anytime you guys have questions, always DM me on Instagram. I am pretty good at responding on there, and then you can also comment them down below. But yeah, so I think that's gonna be it for this video. I just wanted to do a little sit down video to recap my wedding with you guys, to let you know like, hey, I'm still alive, because I know I haven't been on here and posted a video in a while. So I just wanted to quickly do this for you guys and sum up my day and answer your questions and all that. So definitely subscribe. I have a ton of other wedding related videos coming up after this. I like didn't want to do a wedding series in the midst of planning because I didn't feel that I was in the middle trying to figure things out. So like, why would I give you advice on stuff when I still don't know if I have it figured out? So now that I've actually been through the entire wedding process, like I feel fully equipped to give you guys advice on things and do like wedding related videos. So I'm going to be doing kind of like a little wedding series. It's not going to be anything crazy. It's going to probably be like 3 videos, but just so you guys know, if you're interested, you can subscribe so that you can see those. I'm going to continue to vlog, continue to do all that stuff. I'm hoping that Zach will be in a video soon. He seems to be kind of on board with the YouTube thing now, so that's exciting, especially since we're gonna be living together. But yeah, I don't want to keep, this video is literally already so long, so I don't want to keep rambling. But if you are interested in my life, wedding stuff, whatever, subscribe down below. And I think that's gonna be it for this video. I hope I touched on everything. If you guys have more questions, DM me, comment, whatever. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.